Well, good morning on Saturday morning. This is the Wisteria, and you can see that the buds are really growing. The only problem I have with that is pigeons. They seem to like them and they keep landing on there and pecking them off. Anyway, you can also see the honeysuckle there that grows from down there in a pot. And over there we have the pilgrim rose, which is shooting very nicely. So anyway, we'll have a look through the rest of the garden quickly. Whoops. Right, here we have open arms rose, which again is doing really nicely so far this year. And that all comes from a pot down there. So there's all sorts of other things growing on this little garden. They won't be staying there necessarily. But anyway, that's open arms. Oh yeah, I've got a clematis here. That's Pearl d'Azur. Much better one around the garden. Up there we've got Madame Alfred Carrier and some of the pilgrim. Anyway, we'll walk around. Well, this is Madame Alfred Carrier still. You can see it's shooting quite readily now. We'll have a better look from the garden. The hydrangeas are doing better this year. Last year we had a late frost and it just crucified them. We've got a clematis growing up here. That was a Jackmanii superba. So, let's just stand back and have a look at the Madame Alfred Carrier, which is there, all the way along the wall, right to the other end. Two separate plants. This is the Generous Gardener rose, David Austin rose, quite young. Here we have a New Dawn red, which is shooting quite nicely, as you can see, and it's up there as well. And here we have a Golden Showers. Difficult to see it, I suppose, because we've got the Hydrangea petiolaris behind as well. But anyway, that is all doing quite nicely. Oh, here's another clematis. As you can see, it's going quite mad. That's another Pearl d'Azur. It's a lovely clematis, that one. Here's a rose. That's Ghislaine or Ghislaine de Feligonde. That'll grow quite big in due course. So a bit of colour over there. Everything's doing quite nicely. The daffodils, well, they're not quite over, but they've done very well. We've got narcissus coming along, or narcissi, whatever you care to call it. There's some young plants coming along. What else have we got? Okay, yeah, we've got a flowering quince here. That's been flowering for quite some time. And then we've got climbing iceberg rose. There's another clematis through there as well. This is blush noisette. That's doing really well at the moment. And this one's old blush china. And over there you've got rural England. That's coming along nicely. There's a clematis coming along over there. As I say, the daffodils, well, some are over. Tulips coming along. Well, this is flower carpet, pink flower carpet rose. Hydrangeas coming along. Hydrangeas. That's a honeysuckle I put there back in the winter. Well, this is another rural England. Not very happy, this one. Doesn't really like growing here for some reason. Here's some narcissi just starting to come out. Well, this is another rose. This is what's this one called? Can't think offhand. There was another clematis back there. What's this one called? Can't remember. Think about it. This is Phyllis Bide. This is a rose that will grow up much taller. This poor old clematis, not clematis, this honeysuckle, the pigeons just strip all the leaves off. The pigeons are being a real nuisance this year. They've had lots of buds off the wisteria at the front. They're stripping all the leaves off the honeysuckle. I think it's because there's no oilseed rape being grown. They're trying to find something else to eat. Anyway, the tulips just starting to come there. This rose here is Altissimo. As you can see, it's growing quite nicely. The rose and the daffodils, well, they're nearly over. The tulips are coming, so we've got those, and the narcissi, as I say. This rose here is summertime, so that's doing quite nicely. As I say, the poor old honeysuckle, the pigeons just strip it. Oh, we've got a blackbird down there nesting somewhere. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Yeah, this one's called Queen's Jubilee. This is another rose. Here we have another blush noisette. That's shooting very nicely. Over there we've got what's that called? Compassion, that one. So yeah, Compassion. Oh, we've got some nice tulips there. There's a bit of colour here and there. And the rosemary, that's a pretty old rosemary. It's getting a bit old and whatever, but anyway, it can stay. This rose here is Aloha, and you can see that's shooting quite nicely. Oh, here's another clematis. This is another Pearl d'Azur. You can see that would be lovely when it comes out. So as I say, the Compassion, that's doing nicely. This rose here is New Dawn. It's pink. I mean, you can see how the pigeons have stripped all the leaves off that. Anyway, this is the New Dawn. It goes along the wall. Let's have a walk along. So that's New Dawn, shooting nicely. And this one is Nice Day. And that comes out of that pot there. Just little plants here and there. Little tiny daffodils down there. Tulips. Well, that rose there, that's Harlow Carr. That's looking as though it's going to do a bit better this year. It's only a young plant, so hopefully it does. Got a few cyclamen around. And there's the Madame Alfred Carrière again. The fig's doing quite well so far this year. Well, the last few years we've had some frost and little figlets off. So we keep our fingers crisscrossed this year. Anyway, that's a quick whiz round. Bit of a cold morning, but never mind. So yeah, you can see with the Madame Alfred Carrière how it is sort of shooting. If anybody wants me to do a bit more detail on that, I will. But next year I will cut it back a lot harder than I did this year. So Let's have a look down there. Yeah, Pyrrhus there, starting to, it won't be too long for some flowers on that. I think that's about it today. Yeah, still plenty of work to do. So that's it for now.